Hi, I'm Matthew and I'm 9 years old, and this is my story. When I grow up, I want to be a doctor because I have lots of personal experience.
Matthew was born in May 2005 with a rare genetic disorder called congenital nephrotic syndrome.
It affects around 1 in 50,000 children from birth, and unfortunately for us, the consequences of the disease have been quite devastating. We soon became aware that Matthew's condition meant that he would need a kidney transplant at some point.
I've had 14 operations in 9 years, and here are a few of my scars.
When Matthew was just over 2, he had his first kidney removed.
Here's where my mummy's kidney went in, but it didn't work.
When we realised that the transplant hadn't worked, it felt like we'd lost everything.
And here's my line, that when you attach it to my machine, it keeps me alive.
I've played football all my life, but knowing that he can't play football, it pains me inside. Even with his fluid restriction, even if he could play for a team, it would be extremely hard for him to do, as he'd be tired all the time.
Even silly things like falling asleep on the sofa and you having to just carry him up to bed rather than putting him on a machine.
And yeah, it's really sad to know that he can't do what any normal kid can do, and he has to go on a machine every night as well, and that keeps him alive, and it's really sad.
So now that Matthew is on daily dialysis, we have to really watch his fluid intake. He's restricted to 900 mils a day. You're going to go over your restriction if you drink that?
That's for everything, isn't it? Even if he decides to have cereal, you have to take that into consideration.
Milk.
The milk, if he has an ice cream in the summer.
I just don't want him to spend his whole childhood on dialysis waiting for a kidney to come in, and I just really want him to enjoy being a child, and I feel like he's slipping away and he's very gradually leaving his childhood, and he's growing up and he's starting to realise what's wrong with him now, and I just really want him to have the innocence of his childhood.
My big brother needs it.
For Matthew to get a kidney, it literally would be our everything.
All our Christmases come at once.
It would also make Matthew happier as well, because I think all he wants is a kidney because he wants to feel like he's normal.
Please help me become a doctor and like my Facebook page, which is 1 million likes for a kidney for Matthew. And I'm also tweeting, sign the organ donor register today.